Hi everyone, I'm Shanna-Kaye and I'm going to answer a couple questions that some ladies had about essential oils. I use Young Living's essential oils, and so everything I'm talking about are going to be oils from Young Living. You can find them on youngliving.com. So the first question was from one of the girls that attended a class I had this past week, and she asked if when we started using them, which is my husband and I, since we were kind of skeptical if they would really work or not, did we do a lot of research beforehand that spiraled us into trying them, or did we just kind of jump into it and then figure out which oils worked and then we're convinced by there? So with us, a little background to our story is I've been using oils consistently and daily with my family for about 6 months now. And when we had been introduced to oils about a year ago and had used a few, but very sporadically, never something consistent, no more than a few times a month were we actually using them. So when I talked to a friend who had a lot of health issues like my husband was experiencing, and this was back in August, and she told me some things she had used that had helped her significantly. And so I was at the point of willing to try anything, especially anything natural, to help my husband's health. And I decided to go ahead and get the starter kit, jump on board, and just see what worked. So I ordered the starter kit and a few other oils that she mentioned had really helped her, and I started using them with my husband. He was kind of skeptical about it, and he was okay if I used them on him or in a diffuser, but he really didn't want to put them on himself. Which meant as a busy mom and as a wife who runs her own business at home, because I'm a photographer, so I stay pretty busy, and I would forget the oils to use with him during the day. So it wasn't, his results weren't that super. We noticed some the first couple months, but it wasn't until he really started using them that I noticed a huge change. And one of the things that helped with that is this little book here. There we go, we can see it. It's called the Essential Oils Pocket Reference, and it's a book that I give out to anyone in my downline. So if you get your starter kit through my link, then I'll send you one of these. And it's a book that helps explain a lot about essential oils. It was one my husband could just sit down and read. So when it came in, I just told him, hey, this might be something interesting for you to look at. And he got to kind of figure everything out on his own time. Which I found is really good for guys. So we started, when he would look through and he'd go, hey, what about this oil? Do we have this one? And if the answer was no, I'd say, hey, I will order that one this next month. Let me know what the name of it is, and I'll get it. So I ordered several oils that he was interested in, and that spurred him on to actually wanting to try them. About 3 months ago, he started using them by himself. I actually was missing some bottles of oil and found out that he had them in his office, which is off of our house because we both work at home. And I was excited and tried not to be overly excited that he was getting into it. But the next few weeks and then turning into the next couple of months, I could tell a huge difference in how he felt. He had dealt with a lot of back issues and a whole bunch of stuff that I'll go over in another video to really explain how these have helped us. But for the sake of this video, he had some back issues that caused it where it was really hard for him to sit down for long periods of time, or even standing up could be painful. And because of that, we started using a couple different oils, specifically an oil called Valor, which is one of my all-time favorites because of how much it has helped us. And Valor is an oil that helps balance your body. So it helps give your body a natural way to adjust. It's kind of like a chiropractic adjustment. And the bottle's $13, and we use it every day, both of us. We use it religiously every day, and so we might go through a bottle every 4 or 5 weeks, but $13 for a chiropractic adjustment is pretty good. So we were excited about that. And the results have been great. I now have forgotten a lot of the emotional distress that it put me in for my husband being in pain all the time. And I just had realized that this week when trying to explain to some friends why we really got started in it, that that was an issue that was so big for us 6 months ago. And now we're being able to address the smaller things and the lesser important things that he was dealing with, because that has been addressed, which has been wonderful. So it's given us some really great relief. But back to the question, we really did research after we got our oils. And I felt confident going ahead and getting my starter kit because I had already used peppermint and lavender and thieves a little bit from Young Living, and so I knew they would be good even if they didn't help address all the health problems that I was hoping they would. I knew that it would still give us some natural things to clean with and ways to fight off infections, so I felt like we would use them either way. It just so happens that they've been awesome in aiding us to live healthier and feel better all the way around. So that's the answer to that question. The next one was a friend asked if I really use mainly just Young Living's oils or other products, and I use both. We have actually replaced almost everything in our home that was a toxic or a chemical-related product with natural products from Young Living, or products that I made myself using some of their oils in the recipes. And I'll go over that in another video, so check my channel for a video about other products that I really like from Young Living. But it's been awesome. We've replaced everything from deodorant to all of our household cleaner, our toothpaste, our shampoo, everything like that, and it has really helped. Every time that I'm able to order something different, I get excited because I know I have enjoyed every product that I've got from them, so that makes me excited to try other things. The next question was someone asked, and in this book, which is the one I mentioned earlier, there's some blends for different things. Like if you have a cold, they might have a couple different blends of oils to put together to help fight that off. And one of the girls asked if she had oils that were in 2 or 3 different blends, but she didn't have all of the oils recommended for one blend. Could she put those together and it still work, or did she need to buy all of those different oils? And the answer from my personal experience is to use what you have. I use whatever oil I have. If I have one in the recommended blends, then I use that. In the Essential Pocket reference, and I'll find it here. So, like, we'll look at, okay, so let's just take nosebleeds, for example. That's just the page I turned to. So in the book, you'll have the symptom here, or the personal thing here, and it'll say here are some recommendations. It'll give you a list of the single oils and a list of the blends, and then any nutritionals. And so under that, there's a little nosebleed blend right here, and it'll tell you different ones to get. We were just looking at this with one of my downline members because her son has nosebleeds, and she was trying to figure out what she could use and if there was anything in her starter kit. And so she didn't have any of the oils that are recommended on here, and one of the girls told us later that lavender was really helpful and that she could try using that. And she did have that in her starter kit, so she was excited. So if in doubt, use lavender or peppermint or lemon or thieves, one of the oils in your starter kit. The cool thing about oils is they can be used in so many ways. So when I got started, I thought that peppermint was really only good for things like morning sickness or nausea or helping you concentrate during your workday. And then I find out it's great for sinus problems and everything else under the sun. And so it's exciting because the oils that are in your starter kit are so broad. They help with so many different things. And you can kind of experiment and see what helps you. I've noticed that there are certain oils that I really tend to lean towards and that I really love. And so they help me in ways that another oil may help someone else even better. So always use what you have, and if I don't have everything in a blend, I'll just put on what I do have. And if not, just go through the list, put whatever I do have, and go from there. So that is all of my questions from today. If you have any other questions about oils, feel free to post them in a comment below, and I would love to answer those questions for you. Thanks, and have a great day.